Hey, welcome back to Objectified, where everyday stuff gets its moment in the spotlight. Today, we are diving into something you probably use all the time but never really think about: clamps. Yes, those trusty little tools that hold things together when nothing else will. Have you ever wondered where they came from or how they turned into the workshop heroes we know today? Stick around, because we are about to unpack the wild, gripping history of clamps. And trust me, it is way more fascinating than you might expect. So, what exactly is a clamp? At its core, it is a tool designed to hold objects in place, usually by applying pressure. You might have one in your toolbox, or maybe you have seen one in a woodworking shop or even a science lab. Clamps come in all shapes and sizes, from tiny ones that secure a single screw to massive ones that keep entire buildings stable during construction. On this channel, we love exploring the stories behind the objects we take for granted. And clamps have a tale that stretches back thousands of years. We will cover their origin story, how they evolved over time, their surprising cultural significance, and even some fun facts that might make you see them in a whole new light. Ready? Let us get started. Clamps might seem like a modern invention, but their roots go way back. We are talking ancient times here. Archaeologists have found evidence of basic clamping tools in ancient Egypt, around 3000 BCE. Back then, craftsmen needed a way to hold wood and stone together while they worked on everything from furniture to monuments. These early clamps were not fancy. They were often just wedges or ropes tied tightly around objects to keep them steady. Think of it like the duct tape of the ancient world: simple, but it got the job done. Fast forward to ancient Greece and Rome, and things start to get a bit more sophisticated. Blacksmiths and carpenters began using wooden vices, which are essentially clamps with a screw mechanism. These tools let them apply steady pressure to shape metal or carve wood with more precision. The Romans even used clamps in shipbuilding, securing planks while they hammered them into place. It is wild to think that the same basic idea holding stuff together has been around for millennia, right? Now, let us jump to the Middle Ages. This is when clamps really start to evolve. Metalworking becomes more advanced, and so do the tools. Blacksmiths figure out how to forge iron clamps that are stronger and more durable than their wooden ancestors. The screw clamp, a design we still use today, starts popping up around this time. It is a game changer. Instead of relying on brute force or wedges, you can now turn a screw to adjust the pressure exactly how you want it. This precision makes clamps essential for everything from armor making to building cathedrals. Then comes the Industrial Revolution in the 18th and 19th centuries, and clamps go into overdrive. Factories need tools that can keep up with mass production, and clamps step up big time. Steel replaces iron, making them tougher and more reliable. New designs emerge, like the C-clamp, named for its shape, obviously, which becomes a workshop staple. Around this time, we also see the rise of specialized clamps. Bar clamps for woodworking, pipe clamps for plumbing, spring clamps for quick fixes. It is like clamps are having their own little renaissance, adapting to every trade and task you can think of. Fast forward to the 20th century, and innovation keeps rolling. Plastic clamps hit the scene, offering a lightweight alternative for smaller jobs. Then there are quick-release clamps, which let you tighten or loosen them in seconds. Today, we even have high-tech clamps with hydraulic systems or digital sensors for ultra-precise work in fields like aerospace and robotics. From a simple wedge in ancient Egypt to a smart tool in a modern lab, clamps have come a seriously long way. Okay, so clamps are practical, but do they have any deeper meaning? You bet they do. In a lot of ways, clamps are a symbol of human ingenuity. They represent our need to control chaos, to hold things together when everything else falls apart. Think about it. Builders use clamps to construct homes. Use them to save lives. Those little surgical clamps are unsung heroes in the operating room. Even artists rely on them to keep canvases or sculptures steady while they create. Clamps are everywhere, quietly shaping the world we live in. In some cultures, clamps have even taken on a metaphorical role. In woodworking communities, there is this saying, "You can never have too many clamps." It is almost a badge of honor to own a ton of them, like a sign you are serious about your craft. And in industrial design, clamps are celebrated for their simplicity and strength. They are not flashy, but they are indispensable. That quiet reliability has earned them a special place in the hearts of makers and tinkerers everywhere. All right, let us lighten things up with some fun facts about clamps. Did you know the world's largest clamp is over 20 feet long? It was built for a shipyard in Germany to hold massive steel plates together during construction. That thing could probably clamp an entire car if it wanted to. On the flip side, the smallest clamps are microscopic, used in nanotechnology to manipulate particles you cannot even see with the naked eye. Talk about extremes. Here is another one. Ever heard of the clamp dance? It is not an actual dance, but in the 1800s. Factory workers used to joke about the rhythm of tightening clamps all day long. It was like a choreography of clanks and twists. And get this, during World War II, clamps were so vital to manufacturing planes and tanks that factories had secret stockpiles just to keep production going. Who knew something so ordinary could have such a dramatic backstory? So, there you have it, the evolution of clamps from ancient wedges to high-tech marvels. What started as a basic tool to hold things together has grown into something that touches almost every part of our lives. Whether you are fixing a chair, building a skyscraper, or just messing around in your garage, clamps are there, doing the heavy lifting behind the scenes. It is pretty cool to think about how much history and innovation are packed into such a simple object, right? If you enjoyed this deep dive into clamps, give this video a thumbs up, really helps the channel grow. And let me know in the comments, have you ever used a clamp in a weird or creative way? I would love to hear your stories. While you are at it, subscribe to Objectified if you have not already. We have got more object stories coming your way, and you do not want to miss them. Check out the video linked on screen for another everyday item with a surprising history. Thanks for hanging out with me today on Objectified. Clamps might not be the flashiest tool in the box, but they have definitely earned their spot in the Hall of Fame. See you next time for another adventure into the stuff that shapes our world. Until then, keep exploring, keep creating, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye for now.